And we are live. What's up, beasties? It's me. It's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever. Woo! I'm excited. This one has been long overdue. I have a fantastic guest tonight, a great indie author, great podcaster. He does a lot of awesome things. And he's very supportive of so many people in the community, including me. You've seen him in my live chats or in my comment section. He is awesome, fantastic, one of the nicest and coolest cats I've met since I started this bookish journey. And I'm excited to get to talk to him tonight. And for all of you beasties, if you have not yet to get to meet him, I'm talking about the one and only live with us from across the pond. I'm talking about J.A. Bryden.
Hey.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
I'm going good. Thanks for having me. It's great to be out of the chat and on the screen for once.
I know. It's always fun to get to talk to them, but actually face to face. Face to face.
Beard to beard.
Face by face. But yeah, I'm excited to have you here, man. We got a couple commenters in the chat already. We've got the awesome LN Holmes. What's up? That's right. Two of her favorites. You hear that? I mean, come on now. LN is one of my favorites too. She is awesome. And then we got, of course, Mr. Tim McKay, YouTube channel member of mine, and awesome indie author, supporter of many as well. Also does his own show and podcast, all caps. Check that out if you get a chance. And yeah, so nice. Thanks for being here, my friend. And yes, the king of the emus. That's what we got here. And I cannot wait to talk about how in the world you came up with this idea. It's going to be fantastic. Everybody in the chat that hasn't left a comment, we appreciate you. If you're watching this on replay, we also appreciate you. And before we get going, in the description, I've got JA's website linked and all his books. So go check out his stuff, support him. He deserves it. And if you don't feel that way now, you definitely will by the time this is said and done. I mean, look at his hat. He's already way cooler than I am. Look at that thing. But anyway, why don't you take the floor for a minute and just tell us about all the things that you do and what your books are about that you write.
Yeah, well, again, thanks for having me on. It's great. So I'm kind of a multi-genre author. I have my own podcast as well. I didn't want to do it live because there's too many lives. So
I know.
I didn't want to compete with that, so we pre-record everything and make it look fancy. And
I actually like that because doing it live with StreamYard too. I mean, with a lot of them, unless you're paying the big bucks, like they don't always let you make them look nice.
Yeah, that's it. But yes,
so I dig that. But go on.
Yeah, multi-genre because I like to try everything. I'm literally a dabbler. I want to see if I'm good at something. I want to see if I'm bad at something. That. So that's why my first book is hilarious, and then my second one's sort of hilarious, and my third one's just not funny at all. So I like
everything.
Yeah, so I literally do everything. I had a friend review my book and basically say you're a marketer's nightmare because
everything's so different.
It's because it's like I can't tell you what genre this is. Is it sci-fi? Sort of. And I like to have a twist. I like doing twists, like big twists, but they're usually genre shifting twists. So technically,
so that doesn't help the whole.
Yeah, no. So I'm a nightmare, but I love it because I like doing things differently. That's kind of my shtick,
Hey, that's good. As a reader, I love finding stuff that's different. That's why the first time I saw your letters from the EMU War, I was like, "What is this?"
Yes.
Which is pretty awesome stuff. So we got Mike Mold in here too. Hey. You are one of our favorite peoples as well, my friend. All right, so let's talk through the books that you have out. So which one was your first book? Was it Letters from EMU?
Yep.
The EMU War. Yep. Okay.
Yes, that's what got me into writing. That was first. And And yeah, it was going to be a screenplay first. Well, it was a screenplay.
Oh wow.
And it made it all the way to pre-production, and then it fell apart.
Oh
so
man, that's pretty cool that it made it that far.
Yeah, well, we had some of the people from Happy Feet involved, so it was going to be 3D animated.
Yeah.
And then that fell through, and the idea just stuck with me. I was just like, I got to do something with this. What should I do? And I was sitting somewhere and I'm going like, let's do a book. I don't even know why. I just said, let's do a book. I didn't know how to write a book. I Googled how to write a book. I made all the mistakes that you could imagine. And then it got picked up by a hybrid publisher for about a year, and then they went bankrupt, and I redid it all myself. So it's still going. I can't escape it. I cannot escape it. It will haunt me forever.
It will. In a beautiful, glorious way.
Yeah.
Before we talk about your other books, recently you're coming up on 4 years since that book first came out, and you had a really cool hardcover edition.
Yes.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, I've got it back here.
Behind you, I see it. Yes.
I was going to go for a 5-year edition. It's got I just love when you can take
the naked hardcover. Oh, looks so good.
But yeah, I got a good friend who's got a podcast called the Dad Lit Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So he did the preface for it. And
that's cool.
He kind of basically said, I think I put a post out saying it's just funny that this thing keeps selling. I don't have to advertise it or anything. People just keep buying it. And he's like, well, dibs on the next edition. I do the preface or whatever. And then I went, you know what? I should probably do that. I should probably do a hardcover. And I did. And he does the preface for it. It's hilarious. He's poking fun at the Australians. It's good. But I kind of just whipped it together in less than a month. I had all the art sitting there. It was just like, time for an update, time for a really nice cover. And it turned out fantastic.
Oh, it looks so good, man.
It's probably the first book I've done where I've just gotten everything right I didn't have to revise anything. It's just like,
bam, there it is.
Yeah, I'm like, there it is.
Did you have to do anything different with the formatting on the inside, or did you just have to make it different side?
I just did a recheck of grammar and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And just another fine tune of everything. But the only thing new in it is the preface by Dan Roberts. And it just looks way more professional than the first one.
Good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that eventually. Now, where is that? Is that one on all the same places the paperback is at?
Yeah. Should be able to find. Because I couldn't get a hardback done through Amazon. I didn't want.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't do the jackets.
Oh yeah, I know. I still can't believe they don't do that yet. It's so weird.
I think you can get it there, but it'll be through some other.
Yeah,
it'll be way more expensive.
Yeah. So if people want to get it, what's the best way to go through your website to find it?
Just go through my website. There's a link there, and it'll take you to. I think it takes you to Barnes and Noble.
Okay, got it. So. Very cool. All right, awesome. So you have that one, and then you have what was the next one? Was it the horror one or the kind of sci-fi one?
It was the Wedding Night Trilogy, which is basically it was again I'd been writing a lot of screenplays, so I decided to challenge myself and write an actual book that wasn't by emus and and turn it into a series of novellas, and that was a super challenge, but I love a good challenge. So it's basically about a medieval themed bucks party, and the zombie apocalypse breaks out at it, and everyone's in swords and bows, and and then that's where the idea started. And then I was like, okay, well now let's do the hens party, and so that runs parallel to that one. And then the third one is bringing them all together, which was insane because two casts of insanely so many people, and it was so hard to manage. I think I got halfway through the first draft of it, and there was one character that was there, but they weren't talking at all. I'm like, this character needs to talk. That was super fun. It's another one with a huge, big twist that kind of shifts the genre. But
oh man,
you
gotta love the big twist. That's good. That one looks fun. I want to check that one out too. That's cool. I think it's awesome how you did that. You created your own little MCU with your novellas, which is pretty cool.
It's the kind of book that I feel like you've got to read it soon because there's a lot of pop culture references in it. So it's kind of
okay.
You're gonna like
don't put that one on the shelf for too long, so that it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. All right, and then your newest book. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, well, Ancora, that was my first shift into not only a crazy genre with less jokes, more dark, but it was supposed to be a standalone, and then now it's a series. So
nice.
took me for a curve. So I've just finished the prequel for it. Now it's with some beta readers.
All right.
Prequel's probably almost double the length of the first
one. Really?
But yeah, it's again being weird and different. It's 300 years after an alien invasion. Mankind's living in the wilderness where they find out the alien tech doesn't work there anymore. So they're kind of like in tribes living on the run because these aliens come in on foot and hunt them the old-fashioned way. With I think Isaac Anderson from All Caps coined a very cool term: low-tech aliens.
I like that. That is good. I like that.
So it's kind of it's a bit of a mystery. So it's this girl. She's following the footsteps of a historical figure, and she's got to try and figure out a way to defeat the aliens and bring back the fight to the people that have basically given up.
Okay, that sounds really good, man. I'm excited to check that one out too. So let me see. John Stevenson is here. He popped in here. He had mentioned for hardbacks, you can go through Ingram Spark. Yeah, I have heard of people do that. Yeah. Thanks for being here, John. And then Ellen, just in case you didn't hear while you were gone, we talked about how great you are. So there you go. We're glad you're back. Okay, so your covers. Oh, yes. All caps shout out. That's right.
I will say this. I want to give a special shout out to Tim and Isaac because when I was on there, I was talking about Ancora and saying like it's set in Australia, but I don't tell you it's Australia. It's kind of like you can make it what you want. And they go, no, you should probably lean into that because selling an Australian invasion would be pretty cool. And then so the prequel is just Australia. I'm not even holding back. Nice. so special shout out to you two guys.
There you go. Breaking news. It's all because of the All Caps duo.
Yeah.
Awesome. So your covers, I love all of them, and they all have like a different feel depending on the genre and the series. Yep. Tell us a little bit about your cover design process. Like, who were your cover design people that you found? How did it go finding them and working with them? You know, did you have an idea going in for each one, or was it some back and forth? How did your cover design go? Because it came out great for all of them.
I'm a very visual person, so I know what I want, and I kind of get my covers to a point before giving it to an artist because they're better than me, if you know what I mean. But with the EMU War, I went through Fiverr way back when because I didn't know how to do anything. But I found some good artists on there, and basically I just commissioned a whole lot of art. I basically was like, see this emu and see this soldier. I want you to put this emu in this soldier's out costume, like stuff like that. And awesome. they were laughing more hard than I was. I can guarantee you that. So then I kind of took the art and did it myself, sort of thing. But when the EMU War got picked up by a publisher, they revamped it and did it way more professionally. And then when they went bankrupt, I had to do it all again myself. I went, I figured out how they did it. Now I'm going to tweak it myself. So
nice.
I do a lot of it myself, especially the typography. But with the Wedding Night Trilogy, I did that all on Canva. I just used Canva.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Those look cool. I like them.
I whipped it up in like 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. I knew what I want. This is what I want it to look like. Bam, done.
Boom.
But now that with Ancora, I've got an artist that I found through my old publisher. I went like
beautiful cover.
They did some great artwork for the EMU War, and then I just Googled them, found who they were, and went, oh look, their prices are really good. Probably why my publisher went with them. So I just gave them the concept for the Ancora cover, and then they got it back to me in a week, and I was like, thank you.
That's awesome, man.
That was really cool because for that concept, I took my niece, who I basically modeled the character off. We dressed her up in a post-apocalyptic kind of costume, went to a lookout and took a snapshot and went, "That's a cool
wow.
photo." And then I
Heck
gave it to
yeah.
the artist, and then the artist turned it into a sketch. So
It's wild. That's pretty cool.
They're two brothers from Indonesia or India called Art Saluki. They're really talented. They primarily do kids' books and stuff like that, but my book's not a kid's book, and it turned out really good.
Yeah, it did. It looked so good. It's all your covers are very eye-catching, so you did a good job with that. And yes, I agree with LN. 20 minutes to make those covers. That's some talent right there. That is impressive.
Yeah, well, it was pretty basic. I knew what I wanted, and I just, it's not me just drawing. It's not me drawing. So. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what's you talked about, you just did the prequel for Ancora. What's next? What are you working on currently? What's your next thing you're going to come out with?
Well, I want to get back to Ancora, but I kind of want to have a palate cleanser between them.
Mm-hmm.
So currently working on one of these new stories that's like, I want to challenge myself. I want to push myself. It's called, the working title is The Boy Who Slayed the Gargoyle.
Yes.
And I basically wanted to see if I could write a story that felt like it was written in the time period that I set it in. So I'm trying to write a book that's set in 1843. And it's so there's a lot of thous and tises, and it's like and it's really challenging. But it's basically following the story of this young boy who's working in the train tunnels, cleaning all the debris and the sort of way. Comes home, he's absolutely wrecked from the day's work or the night's work, and he sleeps. But when he sleeps, he dreams of a fantasy land where he goes and slays a gargoyle who's the protector of a town, and then goes, "Oops." So now he has to learn the responsibility of becoming the protector of that town.
That is cool, man.
It's my. I've always wanted to write fantasy, but it's always been flippin' daunting. So I like to find creative ways to get into it. So I think this is me trying to get into fantasy without it being like a 800-page book. So it's going to be novella, but it's a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun. It's kind of like it's got the cool like supernatural monster vibes, but it's kind of like the chosen one flipped on its head. Like he's not really the chosen one, but he has to be because he accidentally killed the one that. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. So do you think that'll be something you come out with like in the next year, or is that like further down the line?
I was hoping for it to come out this year. I said coming 2025 foolishly.
I saw that in the post. I'm like, oh man.
It's only a novella. But I think I need to work on a little bit more.
Yeah, you want it to be, you want to feel good about it. So
so maybe early 2026. But yeah, and then the other big thing that I'm working on, which is huge, which I'm EMU War related because I can't stop. And it's not technically an audiobook, but I want to do a Ken Burns style documentary. Where they read the letters out.
Yeah.
So
dude, that's so cool.
So it's going to be completely free. I want to probably stick it on YouTube or something. But if there's any people out there that want to pretend to be an emu or a kangaroo, and all accents are welcome. Australia is pretty multicultural. So hit me up. There's plenty of characters. It's like 14 characters.
Man.
So and I just want to release it bit by bit, like serialize it kind of thing. So
heck yeah, dude.
That's the next big project.
That is so exciting. I love it. Ellen thought your novella idea you're talking about was a very cool idea. I agree. And I agree with Tim too. Cannot escape.
Yes, Tim. If everyone's seen my post, I was in a job interview the other day, and the first thing they said, "So tell us about the EMU War."
Yep. You can't escape it.
Are you capable to do this job? No. EMU War?
That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. And I think a lot of people are going to be excited, just like Ellen is. Like that's pretty fun, man. That's an awesome project you're working on. That's really cool. So if anybody watching wants to get in on that, you know who to talk to. That's pretty cool. Very nice. So you told me about that at the job interview. That's pretty awesome. I mean, they do their background and stuff. Yeah. Would it have been really cool if they would like pulled it out and asked you to sign it? That would have been
That'd be awesome. It's all a ploy. They didn't want to hire me. They just wanted to get an autograph.
They just wanted your signature. We're on to them. Oh man, well, you got a lot of awesome things going.
Yep.
I'm excited for you and excited for us as readers and supporters of you. That's pretty awesome. So I'm with Mike here. Is it okay if the emus have an American accent?
Well, funny enough, because when I was writing this, coming up with it, number one, Hamilton the musical had just come out, so that was fresh in my mind. And we always approach it with this Dear John, So I do declare that some of them are indeed Southern.
I do declare. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here, people. All right. So in a minute, we're going to switch gears and talk about your journey into becoming a published author.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what inspired you, that stuff, up with the idea for emus. So we're getting to that in a minute. But before we do, two things. One, I need to know what that spinning thing is behind you. That's number one.
I'll just twist it.
I keep seeing the back of it, and I'm like, that looks cool. I need to know what that is.
Can you say what it is?
Is that from Back to the Future?
It is a floating DeLorean.
I thought it was. I'm like, I don't know for sure if it is. I got to see it first. That is cool, man. I dig that. Did you put that together?
No, I just
okay.
I pulled it out of the box and plugged it in. It's about 10 years
I wondered. I'm like, that's pretty legit looking. If that's like a model or something you put together.
Well, it's actually supposed to light up. The lights light up, but it's the problem. It is so annoying to set up, and I live in a place where if the wind blows, there's a blackout.
Oh gosh!
So when the power goes out, the thing goes bang.
Oh no!
Bang! And so I only set it up for special occasions.
Only for special occasions. That's fair. That's fair. Oh man. All right. So my other question is, and you're gonna know what's coming because you've been in some is are you ready for some terrible dad jokes? Because I got a couple good ones for you.
Bring it. I love them.
All right. First one is really lame and a little more light. So the first one is I had a game of tennis today with friends and it was really quiet. There was no racket at all. Okay, but this one's better. All right. So since we're a little older and we have kids, I'm and the joke talks about a girlfriend, but I'm going to say daughter instead. Okay. So I found out my daughter thinks I'm invading her privacy. Guess how I found out? I read about it in her diary.
Of course.
All right, let's get going here. All right. So take us back to when you were just a little Aussie, just a little JA, a little guy. Talk to us about what got you into fantasy and reading and writing. Whether it was books, movies, shows, video games, any kind of gaming, whatever. And then talk to us about when you really started to write and get into thinking, maybe I'll write a book. And then I need to know how in the world you came up with the idea for the EMU War. So just take us through that.
Okay. Well, it won't be long because I didn't start writing till 2021 or 2020.
Wow,
kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. I avoided.
You said you never wrote before that. You didn't. Yeah.
No, I avoided books like the plague.
You didn't read a lot either, then.
No, I didn't. Like I was super outdoorsy. Played video games growing up. Obviously, the old Sega.
Oh yeah, me too.
And yeah, just as a kid, I actively went out of my way not to read books. Like to the point, like even in school, like we're supposed to read these books. So instead, I'd pretend to pop quiz people. You're like, tell me about this book, and then they tell me.
You remember what you read?
Yeah, and then I'd write a report on it. And it's just like
that's brilliant, man. Next level stuff.
That's how it was. Like obviously, I dabbled. Like my parents had forced me to read books, and here's the book, and it'd be full of pictures. That sort of thing. Like, and Tim McKay, if you're still there, he loves this story. But like in the first 27 years of my life, I've only ever read 2 books cover to cover.
Oh man, that's crazy. Which 2 books were they?
I'll tell you the first. Jurassic Park
Oh, nice, nice.
Now, can you guess what the second was?
Jurassic Park 2.
Yes. Like, that was it. Only 2 books. I loved them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the first one was like 12 or something. I think the movie just came out, and my mum was desperate for me to read. She's like, read it. I don't care what it is. Read it. Yeah.
So did you see the movie first, or you read the book first?
I honestly believe that's how I got through it, because I could just visualize it.
Yeah, you could see it better.
Seeing it better.
Yeah. And the books were different enough where it was a different story almost.
Yeah.
Different things happen in both books. So
yeah. And if they're fantastic books, I still love them.
Very good. Me too.
But yes, I've always been creative. I've always loved telling stories, and my dad was into poetry a lot growing up, so I like to make stupid poems and stuff as a kid. So I was always creative. But basically, I was it 2018, I think. So I moved back to my hometown, and someone in my street knew Ridley Scott. Had ties to Hollywood. And so he basically encouraged me to write a screenplay. And I wrote the screenplay. That was the EMU War, because I just found out about the EMU War, which is a true story where Australia declared war on emus and lost. Hilarious. And
that's crazy.
And I'm like, this has to be a movie. Like, that's where my head went. So I wrote a movie, and then I wrote a few more movies, and I think I did about 8 screenplays. And then I eventually, when I have to tell this story, And the idea for a book came into my head, and I did it, and I just said, yeah, screw it, I'm going to do it. I don't know how to do it. Made every mistake under the sun, but 4 years on, I'm like 4 or 5 years on, I'm like, I think I got a knack for this now, and I really love doing it,
That's good.
And I'm reading more. So
I was gonna say, has your reading picked up then? Because it seems like it has.
Yeah, I
You read Jurassic Park 3. So there.
No, I'm way more into indie stuff now. I just love it. I love the freedom of it, because I'm a control freak, and I appreciate people wanting to be able to tell the story that they want to tell. Because you get into, even with screenplays, because I got a friend who makes movies, and it's just like, if you're not like the director, even if you're not the director, if you're a producer, then you have the final say of everything. It's just like, don't take that away from me.
Right. So do you think you'll ever try to do screenplays and all that stuff again, or do you feel like you're happy writing books and doing other things?
It's way more competitive, way more expensive to do screenplays. It's brutal. I'd love to. I've had a sort of planned to do an Ancora short film myself, which is, I did a book trailer for it, and my niece did the voiceover for it. She's just brilliant.
Wow, that's cool.
So I want to do it, but it's tough. It's finding time. It's getting all the people together to do it. I want to. I'd love to. Every book that I write is basically a movie first in my head. So
that's cool.
I want to get back to it, but books just seem to be the better way to do it for the moment.
Oh yeah. I think it's going well for you, so that's good. So what was the last book that you read?
I think it was S.K. Putt's Paralyze.
Nice.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading an arc for Amy Cormack, which is a very long book. It's very daunting. It's called, what it's called? I always forget the name.
I know, especially with an arc, it's hard.
Yeah. Prepare for Me, a Shallow Grave. So it's like a
grim dark title.
Grim dark fantasy. It's a lot of fun. He's a brilliant writer, and it's great because I've known him for a long time now, and it's just great when you know someone and you read them and you can kind of get in their head and you're like, oh, this is awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. That's awesome, dude. All right, very cool. Well, let's switch gears again then and talk writing process. But before I do that, I have a question of the day every day that I do on my channel. So I like to ask my guest the question of the day. So we'll see what you think. So my question of the day today asked, which of these characteristics result in the best book villain? So we've got some different kind of villain tropes or characteristics. So first one is the villain that's a lot of fun, entertaining, but they're still obviously the villain and they're evil. So somebody like Darth Vader, if we're thinking movies, okay? Like you enjoy when they're on screen, but they are still the bad guy.
Yeah.
But they're a lot of fun. Or the next one is someone that's completely unhinged, sadistic, violent, just terrifying. Think like Homelander from The Boys or something like that. Just crazy. The Joker. Although the Joker is a little bit like the first one because he's kind of entertaining too. But or the third one is someone that has like a cause that you can relate to. It's like a good cause, a noble cause, but they just go about getting to that cause in a very shady, villainous way. So you can relate to them, but not how they get there. Or something, or other is the other choice. So what would you go with? What do you think makes the best book villain?
I'd go with other.
Okay, what do we got?
I love an obsessive villain. You know, someone who starts out pretty, chillish, and then they just snap. I like that. I like that kind of thing.
I do like that too, where they just keep getting worse and worse, and they just lose themselves completely. Yep. That is a good one. I like that. Very nice. All right, who's your favorite villain of in anything of all time, or some of your favorite villains? It's hard to think of just one, but.
Well, Shredder, obviously. I'm a Shredder fan.
Yeah,
but I also love, and I think he's maybe more of an anti-hero. He's from the latest run of comics, and he's called Old Hob. Old Hob. He's cool.
Oh yeah,
he's a cool cat.
He is cool. I like him. Yeah.
Thanos, I guess. He's a bit cliche, but it was just good to you kind of go, well, he's making good points.
I know he's got a good cause. He just doesn't go about it in the best way, but.
Geez, I do love me a good Bond villain.
Ooh, that's true. Bond has some good villains. Yeah, that is true. That's true. That's good. Good answers. Good answers. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about writing process. So there's some questions I like to ask so that readers know how writers think and tick and what behind the scenes, how things go. So first question, on the spectrum of pantser versus plotter, pantser, you just sit down, write, go, don't plan anything, versus plotter, where you plan everything and don't stray from that planning. Where do you fall in there? In the middle, one side or the other? Has it changed from genre to genre when you're hopping around? How does that go for you?
I like fence posts. You know what I mean? Like I pantser a lot. I tried to plot out for the first time my prequel to Ancora, and it just kept getting pushed back, I knew how I wanted to end it, kind of thing, but it kept getting pushed back, and then I accidentally deleted it, and I wasn't mad. I was just like, I was ignoring it anyway. So I think I like to know where I'm going, but I'm a pretty big pantser. I love coming up with ideas. I always feel like the first draft is my pantsering, putting posts in, because then I always go back and tweak things. I come up with ideas. So maybe 10% plotter. But
I feel like you got to have a little bit of plotting, because like if you don't know at all what you're doing, it's probably easier to get stuck. But I think that. Go ahead. Sorry.
The process with the EMU War is because it was based on a true story. I had a series of events that actually happened.
That still blows my mind. We're gonna have to circle back to this true story. I need to know more about this in a little bit.
So I fence post the timeline. I went, okay, so this is when this happened, this is when that happened, this is when this happened. And then between those posts, I just pantsered like nothing else. It's literally just making crap up. It's just like, here's these characters, make it up.
Hey, that's the beauty of writing a book, right? You can just fill in the gaps.
I love pantsering, but I need a little guide.
Right. A little guide. I like that.
Keep you on track.
I like that. So now, being more of a pantser, in any of your books, have you had either the plot or like a character like change the whole book, like a character that was supposed to die and you're like, they can't, or a character that was a side character and they suddenly became a bigger part of the story? Anything like that happen since you are more of a pantser?
Yes. Well, Ancora was supposed to be a morbid, depressing book like The Road, and it was supposed to end that way. And then when I got to the end of it, I'm like, the character's like going, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, you know, and the character on the front. I'll just grab it for you.
Oh yeah, let's show that beautiful cover off. Look at that thing, guys.
Gosh, so this is a mythological creature that I created. It's an eagle-wolf hybrid.
What? So an eagle-wolf?
Eagle-wolf.
Yeah, I see the beak. That's so cool. I just thought it was a regular dog or wolf. I didn't even see. Oh, that's awesome, man.
He was an afterthought. So I came up with him halfway through, and I was going like, no. And then a lot of people are saying, well, he's the reason that the character didn't do what they wanted to do. So,
wow.
Yes, that happens a lot. I let the characters do what they want to do.
I love that.
You know,
I feel like that keeps it fun for you as a writer too, because you're experiencing the story, you know, almost for the first time as well, instead of having it all figured out and not strain from that. Like, I think that makes it more fun. So that's awesome, man. Yeah. Mark from the Book Lounge is here. What's up, Mark? Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you, my friend. That's awesome. All right. Next question. When you're writing, when you're really focused on something that you want to get done, are you somebody that sets like daily or weekly writing goals? Or are you someone that's like, if I don't write today, I'll write tomorrow. If I don't write this morning, I'll write tonight. If I don't write this week, I'll write next week. Like, are you just kind of like, life happens, I'm going to write whenever? Or do you try to do like a certain amount every day or every week?
I'm going to take it as it comes. It's tricky for me because I run my own podcast and we get bombarded with guest requests and editing and stuff like that. So I tend to write when I can. I currently do dog sitting for my sister, and so they're the most neediest dogs. But when you're there, they sleep. So it's like you're sleeping, and then I can write. I got a couple of hours of writing time, so I tend to, when I'm watching the dogs.
Yeah, that works out pretty good.
So I always look. I get in a zone sometimes. So sometimes I write into the night, way into the night. And go, I should be going to bed, but
it's flowing too good.
Yeah, and if I really want to get something done, I'll go down the park and just type under the tree.
Nice. So, I like that. Okay, that was gonna be my next question. Is do you have like certain things that you like to do? Like, do you write in the morning versus at night, or do you prefer to write in a certain place, like going to the park or a coffee shop, or things like that? Do you have things you like, or are you write anywhere, anytime person?
Probably anywhere, anytime. But I have three main locations. One's the park. Two is on the couch while the TV's going. Or three, if I want to get focused, then I just sit at the desk, and just type away.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. And then do you you mentioned sitting on the couch with the TV. Do you care about background noise? Do you care if it's quiet or if it's music or instrumental versus lyrics? Or are you just kind of like, whatever the background is, I can still write?
It depends on what I'm working on, but with the TV, if the TV is on, it's got to be something I've seen before.
Okay.
I
so can't. You're not too drawn to it. That makes sense.
That I don't really listen to music. I think the music thing that I probably do the most related to is I love coming up with book trailers and putting the music behind it. So I've got a book trailer for every book that I've done pretty much. But I'll basically listen to that or watch the trailer just to psych myself up to get into it, kind of stuff. That's
probably. I like that. That's smart. I have seen that. That's pretty cool. Like, because not everybody does that, and I think more authors should do that, especially indie authors, because you don't have to okay it with the publisher. If you want to make a book trailer, you make a book trailer. I think that's cool that you do that, and you do a good job. I think they're really well done.
Thanks.
So if you haven't checked those out, people, check them out. They're on your website. Are they on your YouTube, on your podcast channel too?
Oh, they wouldn't be on podcast. They're on my personal YouTube. Okay. But everything's linked through my website, so all the new videos go up there.
That's right. I found your personal one, which we're going to talk about a talent on there that I saw you have that I don't think everybody knows in a little while. I was pretty impressed. All right, last one for process. You have the EMU War. That was a real thing that you had to kind of research a little bit. I'm going to ask you questions about that in a minute, but for all your other books, when you have to research something, is just Google your friend, or do you try to find people that you know that maybe could be an expert? Do you ever like get books and read through them or look through them, or is it pretty much you can find everything you need on Google?
Well, it was originally everything on Google. Now I use Super Google, which is Grok on X. I just because I can just type in a scenario and I go, does this make sense? And then Grok's like, no. Or it's like, hey Grok, what are what's the level of rankings in the military? Because in my iDestin, which is the prequel to Ancora, the main character was former military. So I'm going like, well, what are the rankings? What are the reasons that he could get dishonorably discharged? And it's just a really cool tool to. It is. It's fast Google. I'm not going to go, hey, write me a book. See you later.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
AI can be a great tool if you use it as a tool and not that. Yeah, the people that abuse it give it a bad rap, but it's very helpful for things like that. So that's cool. All right, awesome stuff. Now let's circle back. Tell me about this EMU War. Like, is this like something that everybody in Australia knows about, like a thing, or how did you even find out about this? I've never heard of this.
Look, I still meet Australians that don't know about it. It's so funny because we're embarrassed by it. Like, it was a very serious thing. Like back then, it wouldn't have been funny. It would have been terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Because there's 20,000 of them, and it was a drought, and it was the Great Depression, and
that's terrifying. They freak me out.
They only come together for basically, I think, when they're looking for food, essentially. Like you never see more than one or two together, but they all come together. There's 20,000 of them. It's mating season. They're all going, we need some food. Let's head out west. Oh, look, here's all these crops, these luscious, fresh crops that the government just demanded that all the farmers increase their sizing. And they just go, boom, and they just annihilate all these crops.
It's insane. Can you imagine that scene? What it would have looked like to see that many of some freaky. They're like Big Bird. Like and people that watch my stuff know Big Bird freaks me out.
And so to give you an idea, like they eat up to 2 pounds of food a day. So you times that by 20,000.
That's insane.
So it was a serious
Back
problem.
Then people are gonna die. Like you're gonna starve. They're just not. You can't just go to the store and get more.
Yeah. So they got, they went to the government and said, help. And because most of the farmers were vets from the war, essentially, and they went, okay. And they went out there with 2 machine guns and opened fire on them, and they couldn't kill them.
Oh my gosh. These things are beasts.
It was 10 rounds per bird on average.
Oh my gosh.
And in the end, they said you basically had to headshot them.
Dang, that's insane.
You imagine the little target.
They're basically like zombies.
They couldn't kill them. And then I think they tried twice, and then they gave up.
Wait.
No.
So then what happened? Like how
they
essentially move on because they ate all the food?
No, they put a bounty on them. And
dang.
so I think I can't remember the exact money, maybe $25 a bird, and the civilians killed like 50,000 in 6 months.
What? Oh man! Put a bounty on things. Yes, Ellen. This is what you have you done a podcast just on this? I feel like you should do an episode just on this.
Yes. Well, I've been on that many podcasts, and all they want to talk about is the EMU War for obvious reasons.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, I've done some in-depth stuff, but
that's so cool. It makes me get even more pumped to read that book, man. That's so cool. Yeah. When I first saw it, I had no idea it was based on a true thing. I thought like I heard you say that on something, and I thought you were like kidding. Like trying to drum up like excitement for it, and I'm like, oh, he's like tongue in cheek, but it's like it was a real thing. No, I'm looking it up after this.
I'll give you an insight because it's told by the perspective of the emus. Mm-hmm. So you've got newspapers.
I've seen that. That's so cool.
And my favorite thing of all, this is the thing I love the absolute most, is there's a where are they now section.
Yes. Look, like when you're doing post story.
Yeah. And I went to painstaking.
That's awesome.
I went out of my way to find photos of emus that all look different.
Yeah, I'm saying that's pretty impressive. They all look like different ones. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh man,
so
look
much
at
fun.
this that's why this book is still selling. Like, look at this dedication you put into it. That's awesome, dude.
I had someone
cool.
from Serbia reach out and say, I'm trying to get your book, but I can't. They won't ship it here.
Right.
Can I buy it from you directly? I'm going like, I looked up the shipping prices. I'm going, that's insane. It's like 3 times more than the book.
Won't ship it, then you're not going to want to. Yeah.
So I sent them a few extra things with it because it was
make it worth it. Oh man, how crazy was shipping to there? What was it? Insane.
It would probably be $20 your currency.
That's so much for shipping.
Yeah,
it's so wild how much I mean, at least when you think of that stuff, it's going far. Like, and here, just trying to get something from like Canada is insane. Especially when I lived in Michigan, it was like literally like right there, and it would be so much to have something shipped to me. But shipping's a racket, man. Crazy stuff. All right, so we have come to the time where we're gonna switch gears again and talk about you outside of writing and learn all sorts of fun things about you. But first, it's time for the 1 minute mystery. Oh, but you're lucky because I used up all those cards. So I found this website that has them, and they're still tough, but they're not as like ridiculous as some of those were. So let me see here. Now, if you've heard this one before, then we're gonna pick a different one. So, but hopefully you haven't yet. All right. Do you feel like you're ready?
I'm never ready, but sure.
Psyched out. Do some mental exercises. You ready for this? All right. Chat, remember, you can shout out answers for JA to help him out. So here we go. I'm going to read it to you, and then we'll see how quick you can solve it. All right. In the Old West, a man rides into town on Friday. He stays for 3 days, and then he leaves on Friday. How can this be? Let me know if you need me to read it again.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay. So it's in the Old West. A man rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, and then he leaves on Friday. How can this be?
Well, he stays. Doesn't he stay for 3 days and then stays the rest of the time and then leaves on Friday?
That's good thinking, but no, that's not it. That wasn't the play on words there.
I got it. Friday is the name of his horse.
Oh my. Nice job. Yes. I got these sound
effects.
Let's see. What is it? This one says scream. Let's see what it would have sounded like. That sounds like it would have gone with the EMU War one, maybe. Nicely done. That was, I agree, fastest solve yet. Nicely done. Everybody's proud of you, man. Nice work. I wasn't sure, but you got it. Nailed it. All right, good work. So here we go. First question for you is, what is your favorite color?
I really don't have one, but anytime someone asks me, I say red because that was the original color of the Ninja Turtles bandanas.
Yes, that's true. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Again, like, I don't have one, but as a kid, it was Michelangelo.
Oh, same. I love them all, but Michelangelo as a kid was my favorite.
Yeah, I came to love all of them, and it was only when they killed off Donatello in one of the comics.
That was something else.
I was like, I didn't care about Donatello until they killed him off, and then they realized they didn't really kill him off, and then was just like, I love them all. They're all equal. They're all my children.
I know. Did you have you read the what's it called? Dang it, the cool one that's like set in an alternate future where things are all dark. What is
Behind The Last Ronin?
Yes, The Last Ronin. So good.
They're doing an R-rated movie on,
and a video game.
Yep, and I have a signed copy behind me.
You do? Oh, you lucky dog.
I got to meet Kevin Eastman a couple of years ago.
You did?
And I gave him a copy of the EMU War.
Yes, dude. That's awesome.
He loved
that.
It.
That is cool, man. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool stuff. Hopefully at some point he does like an interview or something and it's like behind him. That would be super. All right. Next question. What's your favorite food? If you got to pick what you were going to eat for dinner, and you could go any place you want, get any kind of food you want, what are you going for?
I'm a sucker for a steak and mash.
Me too. Solid choice.
That's the easy version. And we're talking dessert, Canadian pancakes all the way.
Nice. All right, I like it. Now, restaurant or grilling it yourself?
Well, it would depend. Like either or. I've been to some killer restaurants, but it's got to be locally sourced because they don't have to freeze it. Like it loses its quality.
Yeah. True, it's true.
I've had some really good ones, but they've come from it's just down the road.
Yeah.
So it's fresh, and it's like,
yes. Oh yeah, and I mean it makes a difference too. Like here, there's, if you go to like a steakhouse restaurant, it's gonna be, it's gonna be really good. But if you go to there's some restaurants that are geared towards like senior citizens or elderly, and that steak is not gonna be as good. It's gonna be very dry, not a lot of seasoning. So you got to know where you're going if you're gonna get steak. You gotta, you're right. You got to be careful.
What is Tim just said? What is this Canadian pancake? It's probably just normal pancake for him, but it's basically pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. And bacon and maple syrup is
yes, it is good. Oh man, there's this donut place up the street, and they do a donut with maple icing and then fresh hot like crispy bacon in it. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. All right. Next question. And this is the one that I know. So you might have to tell me something different. But normally I say, what is a talent or hobby that you have that we don't know about? I found out you can play the guitar very well and sing very well. I almost was going to show it without your permission during this interview. But I'm not going to do that. But everyone should check it out on your YouTube channel because I was impressed, man. You got some good pipes and you're really good on the guitar too.
Thanks. I've been playing since I was 12. So
since you're 12.
I got lessons and then completely forgot them. Because it was all theory. It was all, I don't want to learn this. Can you teach me some chords? And it was great because my teacher hated punk rock and I loved punk rock. And it was like, teach me Blink-182. And he's like, ugh.
Dang it.
I play. I pursued music. There's way more videos on there because I played in a few punk rock bands.
Dude, that's awesome.
Never went anywhere. Had a lot of fun doing it though. But just touring the east coast of Australia, pretty much. Touring?
You're like, I never went anywhere. I just toured all over the place.
I only ever got paid once for each band, once. So it's free playing, and it was a lot of fun.
That's one more time than I ever got paid for any kind of music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There you
go. So that was a huge part of my life, and I kind of hit the early 30s, and it was just like it was tiring. All the driving, and I was fast paced. And the more popular that you got, the more later you would go on in the show.
So that's true.
It's like you're playing at midnight, and you're going like, ugh.
It's exhausting because hopping around singing and all that, like you probably were dead afterwards.
Yeah, pretty much. I get home at 3 a.m. all the time. But then when I came home, moved back home, when I got into writing, the guy that I met also had ties to the radio industry, the music industry. So he said, I can help you pursue movies or I can help you pursue music. And I was like, I'm kind of burnt out from music.
Yeah, right.
So let's try something different. But if you want a talent, sort of talent, something that not many people know, is when in school I was really into cartooning and drawing and stuff like that. I did a cartooning course. So I did a little bit of dabbling in that. I can't draw the same thing twice unless it's really, really basic. So I could never really make a career out of it.
Oh yeah.
But I was prepared for this question.
Like some covers or something for kids' books. You only got to draw that once.
But here's something I drew. Ninja Turtles.
Heck yes, man. Look at that.
That was high school.
That's pretty good.
And my favorite thing in high school, I made a comic strip. Do you know Far Side comic? Like one gag panel? Yeah. I did that, but with all of the people from my school, but as animals.
That's amazing.
Let's see if I can find. Okay, what is it? It was called Kieran the Cockroach.
Dude, that's amazing.
So I'll find the approach because there's a lot of teenage jokes in here. I can't believe I still found this thing. But there was this guy that everyone said looked like a clown. We called him Clowny. So I literally drew him as a nose.
A nose.
It's a clown nose. And then the gag is that this guy ate his fruit. So that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun doing that. Oh, there you go.
I agree. It's adorable. It's awesome. Oh man, you were good, dude.
Yeah. No,
do you still ever doodle and draw now too, or no?
When I did the cartooning course, I realized that I didn't really like doing it. I just did it because I was bored. You know.
Well, then that changes things a little bit if you don't enjoy it.
You got to remember, like school, I was trying to avoid all the work that I could possibly do.
True.
And most of that came out from having I think we were a science class, and our teacher had the thickest Indian accent you could ever hear in your life.
Oh,
I'm going like, I'm already struggling at science, and I can't understand the teacher. So I'm just like, draw.
You know?
And then I figured out and this is what got me through school. There's a lot of multiple choice questions.
Yeah.
And I figured out the pattern. Like not to 100%. Actually, it was between 70% and 95%. And that's
pretty dang good.
And I just go boom, boom, boom. We had this thing called the state math competition, where all the states compete, all the schools compete, and I got 95%. Beat the smartest kid in my school.
Using your method?
It took me 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
Took him an hour and a half, and he's like studying, and I'm just going like, "Here's the pattern,"
and you're just drawing.
Yeah. So that's how I got through school. You know?
All right. What was the pattern? Let's hear it.
Oh, I think from memory, it was like abacadabra. I'd spell out abacadabra.
Really?
But you've got to have more C's than B's, because I had a friend. Wow, okay. I had a friend just did all C's and got 55%.
Oh, he was so close to passing.
Yeah.
I remember people saying do cab back, but really that's just going like CA or what would it be CAB, BAC, back and forth, and they would do okay. But if you got a 95%, that's pretty good.
But that was only once. Like it'll always fluctuate between 70% and 95%.
Hey, that's C's get degrees, man. That's good stuff right there. Oh, that's impressive. Look at all these talents you have. I'm impressed. All right. So now put on your get in your DeLorean and let's go back in time. What was the first job you had that you got a paycheck for?
There was work experience.
Okay.
Where we do, like, you're not supposed to get paid, but I got paid for that. It was hilarious.
Okay.
Because all the teachers are like, don't accept the money, and I'm going like, I'm a teenager, I'm going to accept the $400, thank you. And that was just at an orchard fruit picking.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But then I worked at like a supermarket, just stacking shelves.
Nice. It's a good first job.
In the freezer section, kind of, you know, all the cool rooms.
Gets cold in there.
Oh yeah.
I used to do that. I did that with one of my first jobs too, and I used to always have like this terrifying thought. I'd go in and the door would shut and I wouldn't be able to get it back open. Every time it freaked me out, even though it was not true. But let me shout out John A. Douglas popped in real quick. He's probably gone already, but thanks, man. We appreciate it. You're a busy dude, so we appreciate you popping in. All right. What about your first ride? What was your first car?
It was a Mitsubishi Magna.
Never heard of that. Mitsubishi Magna?
I think Mitsubishi, 1985 model, I think.
Okay, let me see.
But it had a like a weird, I don't know what they call them, like a plastic grate on the back window, kind of like a
like a vent.
Yeah, but it was like, I can't remember the word for it. There's a really weird word for it. So it looked like the Inspector Gadget car.
That's awesome. I think this one has it on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the picture, but let me see if I can zoom in a little. What color was it? You remember?
Cream, I think, or yellow or something.
Okay, well here's one from the back that has a did it kind of look like that?
Yes, very
Look
similar
at
to
that. There's Jay's ride.
that. It was a bomb. It was so bad.
That's awesome. Oh, good times. So what was it like a smooth ride at least? Did it drive nice?
I can't remember, honestly. I probably not. I had a lot of problems with it.
Oh man.
But one of the best things that happened is I left my phone, the old school Nokia phone, on the roof.
Oh yeah.
And I took off. I turned a few corners, and then it slid off the roof and hit the window and landed in my lap.
No way.
Yeah. I was just like,
you were so lucky, man.
I was so lucky.
Well, you couldn't do that if you tried, I bet again.
No.
You could do that 100 times and it would not
happen. No. Yeah.
That's amazing. My son, his first iPhone, he was like outside in the driveway shooting baskets, and he set his phone on my daughter's car when she first got her license. And then she left to go to some school thing, and later he's like, I can't find my phone. I think I put it on, Ava's car. So then I figure out where she's at. I go there. Somehow it's still sitting on the hood of her car because he had like a rubber case and it just didn't slide. So it just stayed on the hood of her car somehow, even though she drove like 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, you're so lucky. Then he did it again. And the next time it fell off and got ran over by a car. So that's luck ran out. But
yeah.
Fun times. All right. Let's see. What are some of your favorite movies and TV shows? You mentioned Jurassic Park and Ninja Turtles, Back to the Future. Nice. Now, which movie was your favorite out of the three?
I honestly couldn't decide. As a kid, I really liked number 3. I know it's controversial, but I really loved number 3.
I did too. A lot of people don't. I really liked it.
Yeah. They're all solid.
Oh yeah, I agree. Nice. All right.
I'm trying not to go with the obvious here because yes, Jurassic Park, yes, the Lethal Weapon movies, love them.
Those are. I forgot about those. Those are so good.
As a series, I prefer them over Die Hard. That's better,
Yeah,
Die Hard's great, but there's some Hey How You Going movies, but. I'll go obscure because it's like there's ones I just stumble upon and I go, wow, that was a good movie. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
I really loved Will Ferrell's Eurovision. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that, but I know what you're talking about. It was good.
I watched it on a whim and I'm going, this is fantastic. It's one of those heartwarming, hilarious movies. Like it's just, it makes me want to go to Iceland because and it was a classic. Another one I watched recently is a movie on Amazon called Musica.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
It's about a guy who can see synesthesia kind of stuff. There's a thing where you can see music, but he hears music and everything, so he's hyper distracted. And it's loosely based on a true story, but it's piss funny.
That's cool. Okay.
That's a great one. Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh yeah.
That's a classic.
That's a good one.
The movie that I've laughed the hardest at in the cinema would be The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
Ooh, that sounds familiar. I can't put. Who's in that one?
Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, and Steve Buscemi.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that and I never did. That was good too.
It's the funny, like I've never laughed so hard in a cinema.
Oh,
like because they're Vegas magicians, and then and now the new hip magicians on the street is Jim Carrey. He's like a street performer. It's so funny because
that sounds so good.
And then there's this bit where Steve Carell and Steve Buscemi have a falling out, and Steve Carell's trying to do the show by himself, a 2-man show by himself, and it's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, so they're cool. Yeah, but I love old school Marvel and Ninja Turtles.
Heck yeah.
Older Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles and Batman animated movies really good. I like that one.
Oh heck yeah.
But TV, did you say TV shows too? You always ask TV shows.
Yeah.
Gallivant. Have you ever seen Gallivant?
Is it? It's about yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like it's like fantasy, medieval, but like funny, like and
musical. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
One of my all-time favorites. I love Chuck when Chuck was out.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Suits.
Another good one.
I grew up on MacGyver and
Heck yeah, me too.
what is it? Stargate SG-1. I'm a bit of a
Yes. Those are both excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like a lot of the Marvel shows, I like Daredevil, especially the Netflix series.
It's so good. I haven't watched the new one yet. Did you watch the new one yet?
I haven't watched it yet, but I hear it's good.
I heard it's good.
Yeah.
Tim agrees about Chuck.
Chuck was fantastic. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I could if I look over at my DVD collection.
Right? Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Talking about movies, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Okay, I'd say Star Wars for movies, Star Trek for shows.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good. I would agree with that.
I'm really, really enjoying Strange New Worlds.
Are you? I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good though. That's what I've heard.
The guy who plays Spock is brilliant. He's almost as good as Leonard Nimoy.
He captures it.
Yeah, because I wasn't a huge Trekkie fan growing up because it was mandated. It was like dinner time, Star Trek's on.
Yeah.
Same, and then all the Trekkie people turn up in Stargate and turn up in my favorite shows. And I'm like, but I think Strange New Worlds is what made me like Star Trek. So
nice. Okay, I'll have to check it out then. Yeah. Very cool. All right. You talked about playing video games earlier. What was you played Sega, you said. Yep. But what other systems and what are some of your favorite games through the years?
I exclusively play PS5 now.
Nice. Me too.
So Horizon Zero Dawn was the inspiration for Ancora, so there's always that.
I can see that now a little bit. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Just started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 again, so obviously.
Nice.
The new Spider-Man games, I like them. They're great.
Oh, they're so good.
But let's go back 20 years. Splinter Cell. I love the early Splinter Cells.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, heck yeah. They're making a remake of the first one. That's going to be sweet. With graphics nowadays. Oh.
Yep. Okay, what else? My favorite Ninja Turtle game is
which one?
An obscure one that came out in 2014, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Called Out of the Shadows, and it was only for download. And
that was a good game.
It was the best game.
That was
I just loved it. Yeah. But yeah, no, I grew up on Sonic and Sonic and Knuckles was my favorite.
Heck yeah, me too. It was so good.
Yeah.
Did you see the Sonic movies?
I love them. They're so good.
Dude, they did such a good job.
Especially Keanu Reeves in the latest.
I know, he did awesome. Yeah, it was good. So good. Ellen is a gamer too.
Nice.
So she's pretty excited. And yes, Horizon Zero Dawn is awesome. So that gets me even more hyped for your book, man. That's awesome. Yeah. That's such a good game.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. We kind of talked about books already, but let's bring it back to books again. So I know when you were back in the day, you just read Jurassic Park 1 and 2. But since you got back into reading and indie and everything, what would you say are some of your favorite books that you've read?
I'll have to stick to recent, just so it's fresh in my mind.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
There's what's his name? Let me spin around because the book's behind me. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. This is a cool one. August of the People. It's probably backwards. By V.F. Aubrey. He's like an archaeologist turned author.
Oh wow!
So he, it's kind of like Jurassic Park meets Hunger Games meets. It's like a futuristic world where all the privileged people have left the planet, and now people are left to basically survive alongside these prehistoric animals that they've re-engineered. It's very cool. It's a really cool concept.
Okay.
I'm kind of in between. Like, I started reading a book by a friend called Don Campbell, and his book's called Whispers in the Woods, horror writer.
Yep.
Fantastic, but the atmosphere is so freaking creepy that I've had to stop. Like, so I'm gonna have to dabble through that.
Oh man,
he's a brilliant writer, but he's atmospheric horror gets me.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like,
so oh man, I was getting ready to read his that in October for spooky season. So
yeah,
so I'll be prepared to be terrified.
Yeah, but it's atmospheric, so it's not like graphically violent or anything, but it's he knows how to
creep that stuff gets me more. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that more and I love it, but it's like
calm down, man. Gotta read it during the day when the sun's out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dang, okay. That's good stuff. Very cool. I love hearing about stuff that you don't hear about all the time. So there you go. And yep, Ellen agrees with us. It is scarier. It's true. All right. Well, we're already over an hour. Can you believe we've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes already, man? Yeah. It's flying by. It's been a blast, dude. I will wrap it up here because I have to go get my son. I told you before that he's doing sports photography at the football game, which is pretty cool, but I'll have to go pick him up here in a little bit. So thank you so much for coming on, man. This was a blast, and you have so many things in the pipeline. I would love to have you back on again whenever things are coming out, or just if you just want to hang out and chat, or if you have an idea for something, just let me know, and I'd love to hang out with you again because this has been a blast. Yeah, and I think you're awesome. Yeah,
thanks. It's been fun.
I agree. And thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys are fantastic as always. If you're watching this on replay, thank you also. You rock. You're awesome. Again, all of Jay's stuff is in the description. Check it out. Support him. He deserves it. And I mean, he's got so many cool things. Where else can you find the first-hand account of the EMU War from the EMU themselves? Come on now. But I will give you the floor before we go so you can promote, shout out, talk about whatever you want before we take off here.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. It's been an absolute blast. Yeah, guys. Look, I have a podcast, Stories, the True and the Fictional. Check it out. LN's coming on very soon, by the way. So keep an eye out for her. Just j@bryden.com if you want to, that's where all my stuff is. So basically, I'm more active in X at the moment. So yeah, buy my books. Learn about the EMU War.
Do it.
Keep the emus alive. And thanks again.
Yeah, man, of course. And yeah, Ellen will be coming on my channel too in the next couple months. And she's got a book coming out, The Floating Castle, that I am going to be checking out. So keep an eye out for that too. And remember, if you want to be the voice of an emu or a kangaroo, let J.A. know. Because he's got an awesome project that he's working on. So thanks again, man. I appreciate it. Congrats on everything. I'm excited for all the things to come. And thank you again, dude. This was a lot of fun. Everybody have a fantastic night. Tim's already practicing. That's just only. That's right. He's got that part down already. But everybody have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back next week. I will be back Tuesday night. I'm having on Molly McCobb. So look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one. And until I do, devour your TBRs. Be brave. Be beautiful to one another. And Jay, do you want to take this part?
Be beastly.
Yeah. See ya, everybody. Have a good night. Take it easy.